In this learning, we are continuing with equity valuation and we are exploring free cash flow model. In this model, we will be actually incorporating growth. So the assumption is that the company has reached a point where it is experiencing a constant growth and we have to incorporate that growth. And what we are given is free cash flow to the firm is given to us and growth is constant and this growth starts in T0. So let us have a scenario to work it further. So we are applying a constant growth model for the cash flows and the constant growth begins in the year 0. So once this is the situation, what we will do is we will have the free cash flow to the firm for the 0th year. So free cash flow to firm for the 0th period, which is today, right? And here the constant growth has started. So we will times it by the constant growth rate 1 plus G and we will find out the free cash flow to the firm in the first year. Once we got this number, we will divide this number by weighted average cost of capital minus G in the denominator, right? So the formula would be free cash flow to the firm for the first year divided by weighted average cost of capital minus G, which is the constant growth rate which begins in year 0. So this would give us the firm value today. So with this understanding, let us start with a scenario. So Brook Corporation has free cash flow for the current year and these are $3 million and investors require 13% required rate of return on the overall capital, which is a WACC number for us, and growth expectation is 10%. Growth will start in the current year itself. In order to calculate firm value, we need free cash flow to the firm for in the first year and we will divide it by WACC minus the growth rate. So this free cash flow to the firm for the first year is current year's cash flow times 1 plus G and we know 3 into 1 plus 0.10 and this will give us a number of 3 times 1.1. So $3.3 million is the cash flow for year 1. So $3.3 million is cash flow for the first year and this number goes in numerator and we have all the set of information now available to us. 3.3 divided by WACC of 13% minus growth rate which is 10%. So let us do these numbers on our calculator. We have 3.3 in the numerator, divide by bracket starts 0.13 minus 0.10 bracket close is equal to $110 million is the firm value today. So according to cash flow growth model, which is actually the adaptation of Gordon growth model. So same model is adapted here for considering the growth in cash flows and free cash flow to the firm for the first year is divided by WACC minus G in the denominator to get the value of the firm.